Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ English. I am Soumya, and in this video I will talk about a very shocking report that has been released very recently from the Central Pollution Control Board. And yes, we are talking about the Delhi NCR region. As we all know, the winter months of Delhi, the National Capital Territory area, are quite dreadful. The citizens have to be prepared to face high amounts of air pollution. As the air quality index is showing a high red alert situation year after another, comes the winter months and everyone gets goosebumps about how high will be the air pollution level this year. Recently, the Supreme Court also gave the verdict that completely banning, prohibiting crackers during the festival season may not be the best idea. In fact, we should adopt the green crackers. Similarly, the Supreme Court also observed whether it is valid to punish the farmers who are continuing to burn their stubble or farm residue, which also contributes to the pollution in NCR. See, whatever be the reason, the reality is that smog continues to envelop the city of Delhi every winter season. And as we are looking at October first week starting tomorrow, it is a matter of grave concern. And here comes another report by the Central Pollution Control Board. The report says that there was an alarming level of ozone pollution in India's urban regions. And this is known as ground level ozone pollution. While we may have heard about the atmospheric ozone layer, we know it protects us from the UV radiation. It's actually good for us. In fact, the purpose of reducing our carbon footprint is ultimately to reduce the depletion of ozone layer of the atmosphere. But this is a different concept because we are talking here about ground level ozone pollution, a very important topic. If you look at your UPSC syllabus, then in GS paper 3, we often talk about climate mitigation. We talk about air quality index and measures that can be taken to control particulate matter pollution as well as carbon dioxide, greenhouse gas emission. So this topic exactly matches with the syllabus of GS paper 3 topic. Now, talking about ground level ozone pollution, the report of the Central Pollution Control Board has raised an alarm that across many of India's cities, there is a high level of, intolerable level of ground level ozone. But here also it is the NCR that takes the lead because the National Capital Region faces the highest amount of ozone concentration, and this is then followed by Mumbai. This has caused concerns because not only high level of ground ozone pollution causes diseases among people, it is also very dangerous for the survival of plants, various species of plants. Ultimately, plants will not be able to do carbon sequestration, and we continue to face rising levels of dangerous environmental pollution. So, what do you exactly mean by ground level ozone pollution? Now, looking at ozone, ozone is scientifically talking a variant of oxygen that is composed of three oxygen atoms, something you must have studied in your general science. It occurs in two layers of the atmosphere. One, we talk about the stratosphere, the upper layer of the atmosphere, and then we talk about the troposphere, where we see the ground level up to about 10 kilometers. In the stratosphere, as I said, ozone has a positive role to play. It protects us from the UV radiation. Therefore, ozone layer plays an important part by protecting life forms on Earth. But when you talk about the troposphere, it becomes a pollutant in the air, and then it leads to adverse effects for humans. Because the safe 8-hour ozone standard has been set at 100 micrograms per cubic meter, while the 1 hour limit is only 182 micrograms per cubic meter. But in reality, the levels that are measured in the Delhi NCR region are very, very high. That is why it's a matter of concern. So when we talk about the ground level ozone, as you can see in the diagram here also, the ground level ozone basically takes place because of a chemical reaction between other gases such as the nitrogen oxide, such as other volatile organic compounds. When all these come together and they react under sunlight. The result is a high level of ground level ozone production. Now, factors responsible typically are chemical reactions, as I said, between different kinds of volatile compounds, different kind of dangerous gases. Usually, we can also blame vehicular pollution, agriculture activities, we can blame transportation, power plants. All these also contribute to a high level of ground level ozone. And if you talk about natural sources, why does it take place? Then it is usually soil based emission of nitrogen oxide. It is also wildfire. You might have seen in the last few years, it is usually the Himalayan belts, such as Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh. We do see often that forests are catching fire. Just 2 years before, it became a major cause of concern. So that also releases too much carbon dioxide. The carbon footprint of such accidents is very, very high. Apart from that, we have the methane emission. Quite recently, I also covered a video about how rice has become the new coal today. Because places of South Asia, particularly places in India, especially the northeastern region, the Deccan Peninsula region, we usually see rice is a staple for most communities across India. At the same time, today, paddy cultivation is becoming a matter of grave concern. One, because paddy is a very water intensive crop, and that also results in high level of methane emission. Second thing is the way the farmers are dealing and disposing the paddy straw is also a matter of concern, because recently the Supreme Court had wondered whether it is logical to actually fine or penalize the farmers for continuing paddy stubble, where the central government stepped in and said, no, punishment is not the valid solution. We need a dialogue out. We need more awareness, basically. So you see, whether natural or whether chemical, after all, both causes are responsible for creating a higher ozone impact today. How does it impact human health? Well, people with respiratory illness will have it the worst because it worsens lung inflammation, bronchitis. It is very dangerous with people who have asthma. They often experience breathing problem. They experience blockage in the respiratory tract. Talking about how does it impact your climate and plant life? Well, it absorbs radiation and therefore it can act as a very dangerous greenhouse gas. It also contributes to smog formation. The reason why in the North Indian states nowadays during the months of winter, the air is quite unfit to breathe. It is causing various diseases and irritations among people. Talking of how it impacts agriculture, this ground level ozone, then it does affect with plant photosynthesis process, which means plants will not be able to grow properly in the presence of ground level ozone. And if that happens, plants will not be able to absorb carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. That means carbon sequestration of the plants will go down. Now, ozone being a greenhouse gas, it is estimated that it will also lead to global warming in the long run. Currently, it is estimated that around zero 0.2 degrees Celsius, that's 0.36 Fahrenheit, of present global warming is already happening because of the ground level ozone. Every year, ozone pollution is not only impacting human plant health, it is also impacting the production of food crops such as wheat, soybean, maize, rice. So, which means it also contributes to creating food insecurity across the world. And with more climate change, with more global warming, the problem is only going to get worse. It is also estimated by some reports that the ground level ozone contributes to about 365,000 deaths globally. It had done so in 2019. 70%, majority of these deaths are associated with countries like India and China. The ground level ozone not only shortens human lifespan, but also it is something that results in morbidity. So the health burden of the countries also increases. That's a dangerous impact of that. And as climate change will keep on worsening, the global temperatures will keep on increasing, we will see how this chemical reaction of volatile compounds of various gases like nitrous gas, this will further contribute in making of the ground level ozone. It is a process which is very difficult to stop with rising temperatures, and as winter months come, the problem is only going to harm people more than ever. So it's a very interesting concept. The fact that as atmospheric ozone acts as a protectant layer for the planet by protecting the life forms on Earth, it is actually the ground level ozone that has a very, very dangerous role to play, whether it's about human health, longevity, whether it's about plant health, or in general, whether it's about contributing to smog formation, global warming. So now we will have a look at a practice question. Consider the following statements regarding ground level ozone pollution in India. 1. The ground level ozone is formed when nitrous oxides and volatile organic compounds react in the presence of sunlight, and they are very, very harmful to human health. Second, the National Capital Region and Mumbai are two places which have frequently exceeded India's ambient air quality standards when it comes to ozone measurement. And three, stratospheric ozone depletion and ground level ozone pollution are caused by the same chemical reaction, and they have same identical impacts on health and the environment. Which of these statements do you think is or are valid? You can post your answer and tally it from the last slide. And before I end, a quick reminder about the sale. So 30th September, that's today. The 20 million subscriber celebration sale will get over. So this could be the last opportunity for you. Those of you who are preparing for UPSC 2026, UPSC 2027 also, you could use the code SPLIVE on your screen, and then you will get a massive discount. Courses are starting at rupees 20,000 only for various GS Foundation courses. Once you enroll for that, you will also get a good discount on various optionals that we offer. Now, these courses are available in Hindi, in English, as well as in Hin English. So either way, you can pick up a course of your choice. For September, the evening classes have already started. So before the sale gets over, take this opportunity. You can use the code, or you can also fill up a form that's available in the description box of the video. You can reach out to us and we will get back to you with a further explanation. Thank you so much.